Hey there, Glam and Style fam. I am getting ready to run out the door, but I've been wanting to update my makeup routine with you all. Definitely inspired by a request to do more makeup tutorials again. So here we are. I have simplified my makeup a ton. I'm all about getting ready quick, looking a little natural, and getting out the door. So if you want to see what I do for that, this is the video for you. Start off with clean skin. I've done all my serums. I'm gonna go in and moisturize my skin. So it's just something a little different. So I'm just taking a little dollop of it. I have like a little scooper, that way my product can stay really nice and clean. And I will just start applying that around the skin and let that sit on there. My skin's been doing so many weird things, to be honest, and I'm just like, I'm gonna let you figure it out, sis. I'm annoyed by you, so yeah, we're kind of beefing. Now I use two under eye products because this is the part of me that's still a little extra. I picked up a caffeine cream. This one is from the Inky List. It's a Sephora exclusive and it's really affordable, and that's what really drew me in because I really love skincare. I'll splurge if it's like a must splurge item, but I really don't want to. So I'm gonna tap that in just underneath the eye with the ring finger. Make it real easy. I'm gonna let that sink into the skin and I'm gonna do my other eye product. But in between, I still like to do a primer on the skin, or like just in general, like a sunscreen. Now that it is getting real bright. So I'm using the matte sunscreen from Supergoop. I'm just gonna take a dollop of it. I got it the other year, yeah, last year. And I like that it's mattifying. So I kind of use this just like my overall base. If I really want to look like real high definition, I'll probably use a little extra pore filling primer, which I maybe we'll do it today. But you need some SPF, even if you are deeper in complexion. And as you can see, it just gives me a nice mattified look, which I really love. I could run out the door kind of just like this if I really wanted to, but I don't. So now I'm going in with the Tula Rose Glow and Get It Under Eye Balm. I featured this, I feel like, in a video a little earlier. I can't remember what it is. My cat also wants to say hi. Hey, Nala. This whole thing has a cooling effect, and you see it'll start to bring some real brightness and light reflect under the eye. Now this is one product I actually really don't like to wear alone because on my skin tone, you see it looks a little stark. So only use this like if you really actually plan to use some concealer over it. So I have about 12 minutes to get out the door. We're gonna wrap this face up real quick. I'm going in, and this is one step that is optional. If you feel like you're looking at it and you want to just have a little extra base to hold your product onto your skin, go ahead and do a primer. I'm going to do that. I'm using the matte putty primer from e.l.f. and I really now only apply it in the areas that my makeup tends to break down real quick. And especially here, you know, still like wearing a mask, things tend to break down a little quickly. And then if I'm eating, I still want to look cute without a mask on. And then really quickly, I'm gonna go ahead and prime my lids. So I'm using the Mario makeup at Sephora. There's like a primer kit I really like because it gets the perfect like skin tone for it. I feel like I need to bring you in ever so slightly more. Come on in. Oh yeah, come on in. This is what I live with. Now this primer duo is really cool because it comes with just a little setting powder. So I'm going to go ahead and take a dab of that and just do a real delicate swipe of it over. That way it doesn't crease. We're not doing dramatic makeup by any means, so it's not like it's not like a lot's happening. Y'all, my cat literally just wants to be in the center of everything. Like, how precious is she? So now that everything is primed, it's ready to go, we're gonna start laying down some foundations. I'm going to lightly contour because right now I do have some breakouts from being on my period that cause a little marks afterwards. So I just want to define out my cheeks a little more and feel like it's hid those. And then this is like too much for me, honestly, today. I'll do a little on the jawline. I don't really like to do heavy for day, and like a little bit on the nose. So right there and right there. So that's like everything. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is start prepping for my brows because I can't live without doing my brows. We are brushing just some clear brow gel from NYX Up. Seems like Nala wants to do makeup today, y'all. Sis. And now I'm just going to take just a little contour blending brush and get that all settled and squared away. And then we'll be ready for some foundation. This to me is like kind of like the easiest way for me to do my contour because it's just real like just mess free because you're gonna be applying product over it anywho. So it will like not have any weird lines of demarcation. I love it, I love it, I love it. We're moving into the products from Merit Beauty. So I'm using their like foundation stick. I got the color Sienna. This is a very creamy formula. Like I actually broke this the other day, I think. So I had to put it back in the freezer to get it back in place. So I'm just kind of filling in the areas where the product is going to be concentrated. This is like a multitasking stick as well, so they use this as also a concealer, but I'm going to continue to use my own concealer because I just like the look of that the most. So I'm gonna do a little bit more around here, just some quick, we'll take it a little bit on the cheek. Now their product system is pretty much like a 5-step. So anything that I'm doing today is just a little extra oomph that I like to define out my face structure. But that's the cool thing about this line, like you can make it your own. If you wanted to be the quick out the door glam, they got you. If you want to do a little extra to it and make it a little bit more, you're good. This is one that I really like to try to buff in really nicely, but it is blending pretty well, and I think I got the match pretty good. So all in all, the shade range is not too expansive, but they have some variety, but I feel confident most people can find a good match. Now I'm going to go in really quick underneath my eye. I used a Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I really would like to see if Merit could come out with just like a little concealer for the girls. Just because I just like to have that little bit of contrast of having lighter underneath the eye, but something easy to use. And I'm just gonna press that in. So right now I'm going to set it just with powder. This one I have from Bite Beauty. And they are another clean brand, and I actually really like their face powder. I have to set my stuff, like there's no way around it. I'm gonna throw on a little bit of bronzer just to give some depth and do a good base for some blush application. Now the blush from Merit is actually a cream blush. I ended up going with the color Raspberry Beret, and I'm gonna go Smile and apply it to the tops of the apples of the cheek. That will give your face a little lift, and as you see with the color difference right there. I like to stipple it on and kind of brush it down. This doesn't dye out too crazy on me, but I do also like to sometimes set it with a traditional powder blush in a complementary color. Now I'm gonna go in just with a blush brush to help blend that through. You could use your fingers, of course, like absolutely, but I do like this way as well. And these products from Merit, they're all clean, responsibly made. So if you're looking again for luxurious but good for you makeup, this is a brand to definitely check out. And as you see, it is so easy to apply. No brainers. Next up, we're gonna do some highlighting with the highlighting balm. I'm using the shade Bounce, so I'm just gonna go on some high points of the face, a little bit on the nose, here. I'm gonna go right underneath my brow, and then again, you can build up the intensity with this quite a bit, which I really appreciate. And then I will press it in with just a clean finger. Now it's time for brows. Now I fell in love with their brow gel. Like I really feel like it holds the brows. This is the black brown shade that you'll see on me. As you can see, my brows are super, super sparse. So I'm really mostly applying it to the front part of the brow. So that's definitely fluffed them up quite a bit. And I still fill in the tails with some Anissa product because it's just not the vibe I like with just the brow gel alone. So I'll go on the tail end and just make little brush strokes, define out the arch a little bit more, give it just a little more shape. Boom. Pull it all the way together. There's that. And I'll still kind of define out the little edge here to blend it out. Now, this isn't like my favorite brow job I've ever done. I'm also kind of rushing, but that will just give the face some frame. Now for eyes, when it's something like this, I really will just take a neutral palette like this one from Urban Decay's to Naked Honey, and I'll just go in with like a few browns and really only hit up the crease. I won't really waste time doing much more than that, and I just use a fluffy blending brush to do that, and I'll kind of just flick it out to give still the overall crease a little oomph at the end, a little fox eye moment. And blend. And you can kind of drag it a little downward as well, but that's what I love about that eye primer from Makeup Mario. It just does a lot of the heavy lifting of neutralizing the lid. Now it's time for mascara. The Merit mascara I want a little bit more from because I have some baby lashes, but for easy everyday mascara, or you just want something again very clean and minimal, this is great for you. Again, nice non-toxic formula, and I'm really into doing more like good for you products right now, like trying to clean it up one step at a time. And when you need a little lift, you're gonna wiggle your mascara wand and then pull out. So wiggle it at the base and do that. It's a pretty wet formula too, so just give it a minute to dry, and then you can do your bottom lashes. And that's why I'll work like top, bottom when I'm applying mascara. But try to stay looking for it, because if it opens up, you're gonna get mascara on your lids, and that's a no-no. Finally, for lips, I love their little lip tint oil. This color I have is Marrakesh. It's like a nice terracotta shade. It is such a vibe. It is so luxurious on the lips. This alone was one of the products I was really excited about, and it didn't fail me at all. Oh yeah. So with this look, I'm ready to just head out the door. And again, I feel like I look like myself, just ever so more like glam natural. But this is like my kind of everyday go-to. Even if I am wearing a mask, I know I'll eat throughout the day, or if I'm outside taking a photo really quick, I can just look more me. So hope you enjoyed that. The link down below is just an affiliation with me to shop Merit Beauty, so click on that if you want to support me. I do appreciate that, and thanks again to Merit Beauty for sending over some new clean luxury makeup for me to try. So till the next one, bye. Love you all. Oh, I almost forgot the most important part. You get this super duper cute little clutch bag with your order that your makeup can be in, or you could use it as a clutch. I love this. It's just so adorable. So yeah. Okay, now really I gotta go. Bye.